Welcome back to English Pulse. This is the space where we breathe, slow down a little, and just let English flow naturally. No stress, no pressure, no perfect grammar needed. Just listening, learning, and growing at your own pace. A lot of people get scared of English because they feel like they're behind, or they're not improving fast enough, or they're afraid of making mistakes. But here, none of that matters. You're exactly where you need to be. Everyone learns differently, everyone grows differently, and English Pulse is all about moving forward one small step at a time. And honestly, I'm proud of you for even being here. Just showing up, just listening, just trying. That already puts you ahead of where you were yesterday. Think about that for a moment. Every new word your brain hears, every sentence that sticks with you, every tiny moment where you understand something you didn't understand before, that's progress. Real progress. So sit back, relax, and let English wash over you like background waves. You don't have to memorize anything today. You don't have to be perfect today. You're here, and that's enough. Pulse is all about improving gently, naturally, quietly. Learning English in a way that feels human, not stressful. Whether you're walking, studying, cooking, resting, or just sitting with your thoughts, you're welcome here. And I hope this episode helps you grow just a little bit more. Even if it's one word, that's still growth. All right, let's get into it. Today, I want to talk about thinking in English, and not in the complicated way people normally explain it. Just the real, everyday way that normal people experience it. Because a lot of learners expect thinking in English to feel like some big achievement, like something that happens suddenly. But honestly, it's usually a slow process, and it happens in very simple, small ways. Sometimes you don't even notice it at first. It just appears in tiny pieces, like random English words that show up in your head while you're doing something completely normal. Maybe you're getting ready to leave your house, and suddenly you think, keys, bag, phone. Not a sentence, not a full thought, but it's English. And that's how it starts most of the time. Just small words, just simple thoughts. Most learners imagine thinking in English as these perfect sentences in their heads, but even native speakers don't think like that. They don't wake up in the morning thinking in full grammar and proper structure. Most people think in short, messy bursts. Things like, I'm hungry, or where's my wallet, or I need sleep. So your thoughts in English can be just as simple. They don't need to be impressive. They just need to exist. And translating everything in your head before speaking is what slows you down. It makes English feel heavier than it should be. If you can reduce that translation step even a little, everything becomes smoother. And you don't need to force it. You don't need to push your brain too hard. You just let English slip into your mind during everyday moments. Little things like naming objects. You see your shoes and think, shoes. You pick up your water bottle and think, water. You open your window and think, air. These small labels actually help your brain build connections. And as you go through your day, you can describe what you're doing in the simplest English possible. Not perfect grammar, not long sentences, just basic thoughts. I'm walking. I'm tired. I need a break. Almost home. Even if your sentence in your mind isn't perfect, that's fine. Thinking doesn't need to be correct. It just needs to happen. When you're lying in bed before sleeping, that's also a good moment. You can let English float around in your head. Quiet thoughts like, long day, I'm sleepy, tomorrow, maybe busy. Nothing deep, nothing too serious, just gentle English ideas. Listening to English also helps your thinking naturally, even if you don't focus, even if it's background noise. Podcasts, videos, music, anything you hear regularly builds a rhythm in your mind. Your brain starts recognizing patterns and starts thinking in those patterns without much effort. You start using words like basically, actually, maybe, okay, fine, right, without planning to. They just appear. Sometimes your thoughts might mix languages, maybe half in English, half in your native language. Something like phone, where, there. That mixture is normal. It's part of the transition. Over time, the English parts slowly get bigger. And at first, your thoughts might sound a bit broken, like me go now, or no time, or too tired. That's completely okay. You don't have to fix these thoughts. Thinking is not like writing an essay. It doesn't need perfection. The more naturally you let your brain think in English, even if the English is weird, the faster your fluency grows. In everyday life, you can think simple thoughts like, hot today, good food, I want water, almost done, too busy, let's start, where's my charger, nice weather, phone battery low, time to stop. These thoughts might feel small, but they are powerful because they build automatic English thinking. And when English becomes automatic, speaking becomes easier. Understanding becomes smoother. You stop translating everything and you just react. That's the whole goal. Thinking in English doesn't require pressure, perfection, or long, complicated sentences. It's about presence. It's about letting English live in your mind the same way your thoughts wander naturally during the day. Sometimes you think about what to eat, sometimes about what to wear, sometimes about something random. English can be part of all those moments. So, whenever you can, let English enter your mind quietly, not as a challenge, not as a task, but as a soft background part of your day. Think small, think simple, think freely. Over time, without even noticing it, those small thoughts grow into bigger ones. And one day, you'll realize that you didn't translate anything. You just thought in English. And that's when you know it's working. Sis, that will be the wrap of this episode. Hope you have a great day and don't forget to subscribe and like.